Right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Eyes on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. William Golston with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Nice play, baby, nice play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Second down, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And now running right through it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Easy, easy, easy. 150, 150. Green, trouble safe.
Winston now from the 50. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Winston from the gun on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Detroit! Detroit!
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So out come the Bucs now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Ready! Blue lady! Wait, trouble safe!
Out of his end zone, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Ready! Blue lady!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. In trouble on the ball, and it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Leopard!
Chubb on the counter. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And Green with a catch left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to wind up in air. He's got him in. Complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, it's Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Jameis again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Quan Alexander. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. 20! And he's got his man Hilton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 1st down throw, Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They'll run with Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Will Tye, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing, Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Winston now to throw on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Jameis to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Winston. He's got Evans. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Jameis now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, even. 550.
Off the play fake, Winston.
Check 4.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. From the red zone now, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Play action now, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Donald now to throw, and that'll be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. pitch it to Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Caught left side by Hilton. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Let's convert.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Just keeping the... And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, a nice spin. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey. 4 down.
And again, it's Chubb. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on second and 2. It's now third and 1. Darnold from the gun. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back to the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They go play action. Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They go play action here on first down. Looking down, and that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. On 1st and 10, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Winston. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
New York set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now a carry for White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They stay on the ground with White. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got Curse. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look on my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. That be lay, waist snatch, back straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man, with my name in your mouth. I do the
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They ain't teach me how to